Hi, I'm Josh Taylor. Welcome to Spinning. This is a 30-minute ride where we will be doing a 5-minute FTP or peak power test. Now, this is a rough estimate of your functional threshold power. The 5-minute one is basically just something that you can do quickly and easily in a class or at home if you're crunched for time. If you're using our app, you're going to see there's a 5-minute test, we have a ramp test, and we also have the advanced 20-minute test. But those tests do take a little bit more time. They're harder to do in every ride. So if you want to set a baseline, this is a fantastic way for you to really just set a line in the sand to say, hey, this is where I am at today. But again, remember, this is a very rough estimate of an FTP, which is your functional threshold power. And it's something you can really use to continue your training so you do proper zone-based training. All right, so let's come on down to the handlebars. We're going to be doing a warm-up protocol that basically fires the body up, gets it ready for this pretty intense 5-minute FTP or peak power test we're going to do right at the end of the ride. So it's 30 minutes. The first 10 minutes here, we're just going to take our time and roll our legs. Then we're going to go into some intervals that are going to basically be RPE based. So I'm going to be looking for hard to very, very hard to extremely hard kind of stuff, quick intervals to just turn on all the switches so the body's ready to do a really, really hard 5 minutes. So I'll count you through those 5 minutes. I'm going to help you, motivate you, keep you on track, but your goal is to really push the limits. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get into hand position 2 or 2.5. And anytime you're doing a test like this with us, it's really optimal to have a bike that is equipped with a power meter and a console that has an interval function. If you're using an app that's connected to our crank arm or a power meter, then that's fantastic. You can use that. If you don't have any of that stuff, if you're just using a heart rate monitor or just a cadence meter, it's fine to do. And it will teach you how to pace yourself for 5 minutes. But really the optimal way to get the most out of this is to be on a bike that has power measurement. All right, let's go ahead and add just a little bit of resistance. I'm looking for an RPE of 2 to 3 right now. So 50 to 65% of max. Let's bring our RPM up. I want you around 100 to 110. And we're gonna roll right here, slowly increasing intensity for the next few minutes. And as always, safety first. If you feel like anything's just too difficult, you're not feeling great, especially when we're doing the 5-minute test, just back it off and come back at a later date and go for it. You want to be well rested doing this, so if you're a little tired from yesterday or previous workouts, this probably wouldn't be the best time to do it. You do want to be very, very well rested, fresh for the really hard effort. All right. A little more resistance, should still feel very light. And let's go ahead and get those deep breaths going. So like I said, we're going to be riding kind of steady, just slowly increasing our intensity for the first 10 minutes of this warm-up. We're already 3 minutes into it. Then we're going to be doing some intervals at an RPE of 6, which is a really hard effort. So you're going to be doing 4 intervals, 45 seconds with a 15-second rest between. Then we're going to go to a little harder intensity for 30 seconds with a 30-second rest. Then you're going to go extremely hard, up to 8 and 9 in that RPE level. Really pushing hard, 15 seconds, 45 seconds off. Then we're going to ride nice and steady for 4 minutes. I know that sounds like a lot. I got the timing. Steady 4 minutes. At an easier pace, moderate pace, and then the 5-minute big one, all right? The 5-minute rough FTP test. All right. A little more leg speed. If I was you, I'd get ahead of your thirst right now. Start hydrating. So right now I'm assessing my body, how my legs feel. Is my heart rate increased? You've got a heart rate monitor on? Yes, that's awesome. I mean, learning RPE is great, rate of perceived exertion, but putting it against real heart rate metrics and of course power metrics is a fantastic way to keep you on track so that you learn more about yourself, so your training is honest and it's beneficial. All right, little more resistance. So we're almost 5 minutes in. Now we're going to start lifting the intensity slightly. Here's how we're going to do that. We're going to reach down and add a little more resistance. And I'd like you to bring that RPE up to moderate. So it should feel moderate to just hard, okay? So 70 to 80% of max right now in terms of heart rate. Just going to be bringing it up. So I'm looking down at my power numbers right now, my heart rate. And your RPMs, again, if you want to match the beat, that's fine. This is actually pretty quick. So you're going to be rolling right around 110 RPM. That's it. So if you want to match me, I'm at 110. Just that quick RPM. Little bit of resistance is going to get me into that RPE of 4 to 5, that moderate to hard, okay? So in the next 4 minutes, we're going to start into those hard intervals where you're going to be pushing like 80% of maximum heart rate. For 45 seconds, 15-second rest, we're doing 4 of those. Then we'll continue on going a little bit harder, but the intervals get shorter. Then again, that 4-minute kind of steady state, bringing it all back. So we're ready, tuned, fired up for a 5-minute peak power FTP test. Yes. Nice. So a proper warm-up is really key here. Anytime you go to push your body really hard, you need to warm up. You will perform so much better. Not only physically, but mentally. Yeah. Perfect, let's just keep rolling here. Got about 3 more minutes right here. Remember, 70 to 80%, we're just building slowly the intensity up. Moderate to hard feeling. Then we'll go into that very hard. Do those 4 intervals. Then the 2 hard intervals, extremely hard ones. Yeah. So if you're using our app, this is the exact warm-up protocol for the 20-minute warm-up. And then you can always use the option in the app to do the 5-minute test, where it'll automatically do the calculation for you. If you want to know what calculation we use, you can go to spinning.com. Pretty general calculation. Gives you, like I said, that rough estimate of your functional threshold power, which is the highest sustainable wattage you can do for 1 hour. That's what that is. Now, most people don't want to do a full hour test. That's very, very extremely difficult, even for a pro cyclist, a pro athlete. So the 20-minute one is a lot shorter. Most guys can handle that, but that's even hard. And going all out for 20 minutes is tough. Ramp test takes a little bit of time. This one's quick and easy, but dirty, right? Rough estimate. Little more resistance, athlete. Should be feeling your breathing a little bit now. I can feel my body temperature's coming up. Stay ahead of your thirst. Okay, we got another like 55 seconds right here before we start into those 45-second intervals. That's it. So with these intervals, I don't want you to worry about matching the music, the beat of the music. Just do the interval. Go for the rate of perceived exertion. Do the work, recover, do the work, recover. The effort is way more important here than the music, okay? I got your back though. First one is coming up in 15 seconds. So what I'd like you to do is reach down, give me a little more resistance. Go into that RP of 6. Hard to very hard. Ready? Set. On my mark, go. 45 seconds right here. Get that leg speed up. Yeah. "30 seconds to go, right here. Come on. Come on, 15 seconds here. Actually under that. Come on, keep going. Get ready to just slow down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just slow down. 15 seconds. Breathe, take it back. I want you down to 2 to 3 RPE, easy. Recover. On my mark. Set, let's go. Interval 2 out of 4. Nice and hard here to very hard. Watch your power. "30 seconds. Remember, you're just gonna slow down and absorb it. This isn't crazy hard here. Three, 2, 1, slow down. 15 seconds. Get ready to do number 3 out of 4. Same exact thing. Just priming the body. Ready? Go. Come on, give me that 45 seconds, relax. That leg speed up. Yeah. Come on. "15 seconds. Then we got one more after this at this same intensity. And then we're gonna go even harder. All right, bring it back. Now one more. On my mark. Set. Go. Last one, RP of 6. Hard to very hard. Now after this 15-second break, little rest, you're gonna do a 30-second but very hard, up to 7, a little harder for 30-second rest. Then we're going 15 at extremely hard for the 45-second rest. Get ready. All right, bring it back, slow down. Get ready, give me a little more resistance. We're now going to an RP of 7 on me for 30 seconds. Set, go. Come on, 30 seconds. Remember, don't worry about the beat of the music. Use the energy. Yeah. 10 seconds to go. Then you're gonna have a 30-second recovery back down to that RP of 2 to 3, nice and easy. 3, 2, 1, ease it off. Just slow down, just keep the load on there. Yeah, I'm starting to warm up. How about you? Why don't we start that 5 minutes? Whoa. All right, next you're doing a 15-second harder push. Give me a little more resistance. Going in 5. Take it up to 8 and 9, extremely hard. Go. Come on. 5 seconds. All right, back it off. Let's keep that resistance there. 45 seconds here. Easy. Go ahead and light it up a little bit. That RPM adjust up slightly. Breathe. Nice job. In 10 seconds, we're gonna add a little more resistance. We're gonna come up to an RP of 3. It's moderate. So here we go. 4 minutes right here. Now it's time to get serious because this is where the game really matters. 5 minutes of your life, best you can do. Now, if you've got a power meter, like I said, heart rate monitor, good on you. Got a console, you're using an app, something connected to the bike that will give you your average power over the 5 minutes. That's fantastic. You can then take the calculation and get that rough FTP. Again, this is like the best you can do for 5 minutes. 5 minute peak power, okay? So I don't want this to be nothing right now as you're pedaling. Just get the heart rate down. 3 minutes before we begin the big one. It's gonna be tough. So about 2 minutes in, that's when things are gonna really start happening. Don't go too hard out of the gate. Roll it up to very, very hard, okay? Roll it up there. That's why having a power meter is so great. You can see your average power as you're going. If you don't have an interval function, you can just see your power. Take note of it throughout so you can kind of get an idea what you're averaging, all right? You don't have any of those tools, just going off RP, fantastic. Nice and steady. Let's go ahead and get a drink. So we'll do that 5 minute test, and then we'll do a 5 minute cool down. We're done, okay? Be awesome here. You'll really learn a lot about yourself. When you get uncomfortable, what are you made of? Who do you want to be? Learn how to push through, learn how to excel. Most of the time you're going to give up mentally. You can do it. That's why having metrics, bikes with the technology that is so accessible right now is so important to have. If you don't have a power meter, get it. If you're on a bike that has it, use it. That's what it's there for. Let's get some zones. Let's figure out who you are in terms of what you can do that's specific to you, your fitness, you right now, today, at this moment. Let's see what you can do. It's gonna be a mind game, and it's gonna be super important that you stay positive all the way through. Coming up on a minute out. You ready? Say yes. Believe in yourself. I'd like you to slow down. Let's take just a little resistance off. That's okay. I'm gonna wipe off. 5 minutes. First 30, get steady. About 2 minutes in, like I said, is when things are gonna get hard. You're gonna learn if you're going too hard, probably by then. So your goal, let's get to the halfway mark, then really have some grit to push through the last half, okay? You can do this. First 30 seconds, you're gonna dial it in. Should feel very hard. Going in 15 seconds. Here we go. Start loading a little bit. On my mark. Set. Let's go. In the saddle, hand position 2, 2.5. If you've got a power meter, you've started the interval, you hit the button. Awesome. So I can see my average power now. Now I know my power from tracking my metrics in the past. I could probably do a little better right now. So I'm gonna ramp it up. I'm either gonna increase my RPM or I'm gonna add a little resistance or maybe a little both. You're just over 30 in, get steady. If it helps you to close your eyes, do it. It's a test of you. One minute down, 4 to go. Come on. If you need to get out of the saddle every now and then, you can pop up and power just to keep that wattage up. Yeah. All this is about highest maintainable wattage effort you can do right now. Oh yeah. Come on, athlete. Coming up on that 2-minute mark. Remember, I said that's where the game starts. Two in. Let's get to halfway now. Keep that RPM up. Keep your pedal stroke strong, smooth, consistent. Keep your upper body relaxed. You can do this. All right, now's the time, or maybe you can up it. Halfway. Come on now. Listen to your breathing. Listen to those positive thoughts. Rip it up. Looking at my average watts here to try to increase them. So I need to ride at a higher watt than I see in my average right now. I'm gonna try to do it. As long as I don't blow up. You got 2 to go. Look at your average watts, your current watts. Can you up it? If you choose to, don't shut down. If you're good where you're at, hold it. Let's get to that minute mark. Yeah. That's it. I can, I will. I believe. Don't stop. Let's get to a minute to go together. I'm feeling this too, guys. If you find yourself speeding up, slowing down, try to get in the middle there. Minute to go. Look at your RPM, hold it. Don't touch that resistance. Come on, higher wattage number than your average. Come on. Average in your interval, not overall. That is if your interval section is showing you that average. Come on, guys. 30 seconds. Come on, up it. $20. Come on, all the way. 15. Give me 10. That's it, come on. Listen to yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. Hit that interval button. Now in the interval section on my console on this beautiful chrono bike, I can see what I did over the 5 minutes. How many calories I burned, how many kJs. Not bad today, not my best, not bad though. How did you do? 5 minutes, let's cool down. Then we're done. If you need to extend your cool down, by all means, flush those legs. So again, this is something that is done with technology or devices on your bike that give you the tools to be awesome. Go to spinning.com, got all kinds of information on there for you. We have all the tools you need, heart rate monitors, power meters, beautiful bikes that can really help you elevate your fitness, elevate who you are, elevate your confidence. Enough with excuses. Just do the work. And knowing your zones, what an awesome way to really make each and every second you spend during your workouts mean something. It's based on your fitness. That's what I love about doing these kind of intervals, these kind of tests. Amazing to do. So now I've got a baseline from today that I can either try to do better. If my training starts to slack, at least I've got a goal to shoot for. Good stuff. Proud of you. All right. Let's take that resistance down to light. You don't have to turn the knob all the way off. Just tell you don't feel it much anymore. Just depends on you. So your recovery starts now. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Again, now to calculate your FTP based on that 5 minute, please go to spinning.com. Check out our algorithms, what we use as standard. If you're using our app, it will automatically do the calculation for you and ask you if you want to accept that as your current zones. So when we say zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, and so on, you're ready to go with some real numbers that will really challenge you or help you when you're going too hard. So that's important. All right, we're going to slow this down just a little bit. Now, I'm not going to do any lower body stretching. I'm actually not going to even do any upper body stretching, so you can do that afterwards off the bike. But what I want to do right now is just roll the legs. And let's go ahead and take the resistance all the way off. Again, if you want to extend this cool down, by all means. My name is Josh Taylor. Rock on, great job. Stay consistent. Keep training with us. We'll see you next time.